Better now.
Welcome back, Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 108, part 2, when we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to local talent, and then all the anytime story live. Hey, thanks for watching on YouTube, listen on podcasts. My boy Tommy runs the Facebook page. We always take on covers, always have to cut the merch. Appreciate the support. We still got the fellas in the building. Right, still
Big Cam over here still.
Cam's hot over here.
Mustache Cam.
Mustache, yeah.
Still in the building, you know what I'm saying? Jumping on mushrooms. But listen, we're talking football now. Let's bring the track. I like this guy. Anyway, QB news.
What's up?
And then we're gonna talk about some other stuff. UFC lightweight division.
Yeah.
It's crucial. Live golf. We have to do that.
We need to do that.
We're gonna push back the college football to the end because we have to get that. But we start with football, of course. My mom's not behind me. She usually is. Always love my mama. Shammond's in the building right there. We got to get him. Shammond's right there because the first thing we're talking about is one of his players from his team.
Trey Lance, all we gonna hear about.
We ain't talking about Trey Lance, even though he is a fantasy sleeper as a backup quarterback.
I like Trey Lance.
He can be somebody for you, yo. Trey Lance as a sleeper.
Go ahead, take him, yo. Go ahead, take him.
I'll take him as a sleeper. Hey. So Shammond, your boy Jimmy G is almost done with rehab. What y'all gonna do with him?
Again.
I mean, Jimmy G has been passing for the last 2 and 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that
he passing football.
Yes, he's been passing the football for the last 2-3
Had
weeks.
some bitches around.
Passing bitches around.
No, we can talk about passing bitches around with the next guy we're talking about. What?
I can't hear you.
He's passing kidney stones. I get you, but he's almost ready to throw the ball.
Oh, yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
So now that Baker Mayfield's in Carolina, where's Jimmy G gonna go? Is he gonna stay?
Yeah, he's gonna stay. I don't know why we didn't release him, but he's gonna stay.
You ain't gonna release him because Seattle don't take a break. And what's gonna happen with Jimmy G?
They can't keep him and making how much a year?
It's too much
28.
money, man.
28
Yeah.
million.
To be a backup?
million.
To be a backup?
And you still gotta pay Debo, right?
Yeah. And you gotta pay old boy on the defense. I can think of his name right
Nick
now.
Bosa?
No, the other dude. And the linebacker, Warner. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Warner?
okay, I got you.
I think he's going. He could go to Cleveland.
Who's going to Cleveland? Jimmy G?
Why not? They need a quarterback this year.
They got touchy Billy Watson.
He's going to
That
see.
dude ain't playing
Where
football.
Willie Watson? Where Willie Watson?
He's going. Listen, can I tell you?
Let me chime in on that one real quick. Let me say, obviously the Texans just paid out $30 million for sexual misconduct, not rape charges, whatever, but the organization itself, not Watson, paid out. Do you think that he's going to go anywhere? Do you think after this is all done, the NFL imposes, they got to impose a suspension again?
Brandon, if you think they're going to give him a year, at the most it's going to be 1 year, right?
He's gonna get at least a year.
So you think it might be more than a year?
I mean, they'll shoot for the indefinite, but he ain't gonna play this year. So that's what, almost 3 years without playing.
So there we go. I'm glad you said that. 3 years without playing. Is he still going to be the same guy that beat your Alabama Clemson Tide?
I mean, first of all, that loaded team. I don't want to hear that shit.
Loaded teams. Your team's loaded every year.
He beat Jalen fucking Hurts. But anyway, who sucks. But anyway, I mean, the dude's got a losing record in the NFL as a starter, and he gets all this money. What is it about Deshaun Watson?
I don't know how this guaranteed money works. Nobody's ever got a guaranteed contract.
And
So
the dude has a
he's not
losing
paying-
record. I mean, he's never won
Now
shit.
again, does he not get his guaranteed money? I wish Tommy was on here because I have no idea how this works.
So you got to see how that contract's written
No
up.
idea how this works. But speaking of guarantee, it's a guarantee that Zach Wilson is the new MILF hunter.
Oh, he's got that dog in him. Got that dog in him.
Did y'all see he took 2 girls to prom?
He got that dog in him.
I mean, I don't even understand why that should even have been, you know, dabbing into
And then
personal life.
he was in camp in fucking or whatever state he was in. And he was like, "Hey, sorry, had bad internet service, didn't see anything." Comes back and all this is blown up. He had no idea what was going on.
He had no
He
idea.
had no idea what was going on.
But you dab it into his personal life. I mean, honestly, like with all the rape allegations, the domestic abuse that happens within the NFL, you choosing to focus on this man just because he got a little swagger to him and he gonna smack his mom's ring.
So here's my question then. Like you said, here's my question then. Is it supposed to be just a distraction because he's not elevating what he's supposed to? Is that what it is?
He probably should have been focusing on his game rather than banging his friend's mom.
But what I'm saying is,
I
are they
mean,
throwing out this other stuff because he's not projecting the way they thought he was going to?
He's only a year in.
I think that's the only team that thought he was going to, because I didn't see shit from him in college. I mean,
Yeah, and honestly, in college, I ain't see really much either.
I don't get it, but
He played for BYU. How much can you see?
I'm saying Steve
BYU,
Young.
they're
Steve Young played for
They don't play
BYU.
anybody. His greatest game was against Coastal Carolina, where he got bodied by fucking people who didn't give a shit about the rules.
Oh, I see Coastal Carolina, that's James.
All right, so-
James, you jumping up to the Sun Belt?
So since y'all brought up Jalen Hurts and since we got all these Miami Dolphin lovers in here, Tua, I've always said they got the most pressure on them because the teams are getting built for these quarterbacks.
Right.
Zach Wilson's team is getting built for Zach Wilson. Have
Yeah,
y'all
they got-
seen the skilled players on this team. They got speed everywhere.
Yeah, they got studs.
Everywhere is speed and talent. Even on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying?
They drafted a couple of other players on defense.
I mean, they got Sauce on defense. You got all these wide receivers.
Dope running back.
His job if he don't perform after this year.
It puts the pressure back. It puts the pressure back.
Second year.
So what? Second year.
But it puts pressure
That's
back.
like Sam Darnold 3, and then they shipped him off to Carolina.
They might have learned from their mistake before.
I think any rookie deserves 2 or 3 years.
But I mean, you're giving him.
Unless it's Tua, because nobody wants to give him a chance.
You know,
What did you say, Brandon?
Y'all want to give Zach Wilson a chance, but don't want to give Tua a chance. Want him to win overnight.
no, Tua has his chances. What, this is his 3rd year as well, and he learned.
And he has a better record than Herbert, Burrow, all of them.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Who? Deshaun Watson, the Minuteman?
Oh, yeah.
Remember to shoot everywhere.
This is Tua's chance this year and maybe next
Yeah,
year.
Tua don't have 2 full seasons.
This is.
Tua hasn't started 2
If
full
Tua
seasons.
doesn't beat the Patriots this year and make it to the playoffs, Tua is getting shipped out.
He did that last year.
What'd you say?
He beat the Patriots twice last year. Well, yeah, well, I don't mean shit. What's beating the Patriots anymore? Nothing.
Here's my thing. All of a sudden, y'all are hearing Sean Payton talking about return to coaching.
Yeah, keep
Where's
his
the
mouth
first
shut.
place that he named? Miami. Right? So obviously, there's something going on in Miami. We heard the rumors last year about Brady trying to come back to Miami.
Well, they both were
Who
trying
does not
to.
perform this year? He's gone. Jalen Hurts don't perform this year. He's gone. I'm almost to the point of if Zach Wilson does not step up dramatically, he's gone. I don't care.
In a tough league. It's a tough
But-
division.
Well, this is Tua's technique. It's Tua's second year.
Bills and now Tua with Tyreek.
How is that tough? We just talked about his dog. We just talked about Tua might lose his job.
Tua's second year, pretty much.
Isn't it tough?
It's one of the toughest divisions in football.
That is definitely one of the.
Totally.
We got
I was
Buffalo
saving
in
this
there.
for
Yeah,
later.
it's not the
I
Buffalo.
was saving this for later, but this is not a tough division.
No, it's not.
Okay?
It's
Because
not.
It's honestly more competitive since Tom Brady left. It's not top heavy. It's even throughout the entire football.
That might be one of the worst
It's
divisions.
Josh Allen's division, man.
It
I
has
mean,
because Tom Brady left.
I'm talking about right
Tom
now.
Brady's gone.
Right now.
It's the most competitive division right now.
How can you say that it is one of the weakest divisions when right now the receiving core for Miami matches basically what San Francisco did previously? Like you can't say it's a weak division. The Bills are always a sleeper in that division. Miami,
Bills are-
if Tua has a chance this year, Miami could be one of those teams in that division this year. I mean, you are talking about a division that constantly produces a playoff team.
I'm talking about that.
Yeah, it's super competitive to get out of it. Let me ask you one question.
They hate on the
The AFC
49ers.
North,
Nobody loves
We have
49ers.
talked about it and said anybody might be able to win the division, right? That means it's tough. Then we talked about AFC West, loaded. Anybody
Yeah.
can win the division, that means it's tough.
The
Y'all
South-
division ain't loaded with nothing.
The
Y'all
South-
win the division easily. And the
AFC
Patriots
South.
will be last place. I'm calling it right now.
Who is?
Patriots will be fourth
I will take
in
a
the
bet.
division.
I'll take a bet.
I won't be
second.
surprised.
The
I won't be
Jets will be
surprised.
third.
While we're on Miami right now,
Yes.
Brandon, while we're on Miami right now, what do you think about us giving up our tight end right now, possibly? What do you think?
You're not gonna resign him.
He said he's playing this year on it, on his tender. I mean, I like Gesicki, but we can't give him all that money.
Well, we gotta keep him. I mean, it's a baby Gronk. That's a baby Gronk.
Yeah, but he wants wide receiver money. He wants wide receiver money.
Trying to
Though.
get him or whatever.
He won't- You can't give him wide receiver money.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with Terrell on this one. I don't want to say our.
You can't tell me that's a tough division at all.
Buffalo
Every
is
other
always
division in the
tough.
AFC. Go to the NFC. The NFC.
AFC South is
That's
weak.
tough to pick a winner. That's tough. You go to the NFC West.
Because they all suck, right? If you're in the NFC East, you get.
NFC East is the worst, I think.
8-9 record going to the
Question
question.
was, toughest division to win
I gotta say the AFC West.
is the toughest. Bro, I'm saying the AFC. What do y'all East?
Yeah.
Is that you can see the separation between the teams.
Yeah, the Bills are clearly gonna win that.
I don't think
It's like-
I don't see it like that.
That's my
Buffalo's
point.
not that much better than us this
Anybody can
year.
beat anybody. in that
You
division.
think that the Patriots have a chance to win the division?
To beat anybody in the division, no. I really do.
Fourth place, last place, UFC 281. Remember
That's
that.
an ice cold take. I want you to remember that.
No, it's on 10.
Hey, great. We can run it back.
We will bring
We
it
can
back.
snip it this clip.
There's nothing that's
Snip
not
it,
Patriots.
yeah.
That shows me that they're engaged in route.
I'll bet you $50 Patriots don't finish last.
That's not a fair trade. Team vote. That's fair.
You're making side bets on the Raw.
That's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
And the Patriots will finish above the Dolphins in this.
You hear this shit?
Huh?
He said the Patriots will finish above the Dolphins.
Let's put a couple hundred on it.
Oh, what?
I'm confident in that much. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, stop talking trash then.
Yeah, you ain't that confident in him. I know that. We'll sweep you. I got 100 on what's sweeping you.
All right, let's
What's up?
Let's move it
All
on.
right, so look,
This is gonna be man of the year.
what?
Huh?
He said Michigan State will,
I
I
said
mean,
this is.
Mississippi State will beat Bama
Well, let's put 2,000 on that.
in women's volleyball.
Yeah, what sport?
Women's baseball.
What
So look, Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson are
Yeah.
in a box. Have y'all seen this?
No.
They're in a fight and box. The funniest thing about the whole thing is, I don't even care about them boxing. Everybody does it. Who cares? Washed up players, whatever. The funniest thing to me is, we already talked about Antonio Brown talking about, I'm not gonna play this year. Somebody wants your ass.
Because
Now Le'Veon Bell says, I'm gonna practice my fighting because I'm gonna take this year off. Nobody wants him either, at all. Who has the best chance to come back to the NFL?
Between
Le'Veon
who?
Bell or Antonio Brown?
I don't think you can make a comeback. I mean,
You said
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon Bell? Shammond, what do you think?
neither.
Who? All I see is nose and lips.
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon?
Yeah.
I don't think either one's coming back. I think AB is
How many chances?
They're both done forever?
running backs don't last long.
He's definitely Antonio Brown. Y'all
Yeah, Brown to
He's
come
done
back
forever,
before
bro.
anybody, but he ain't coming
Come
back.
on, guys. Come on, man.
Nobody gives a shit about them even boxing. I don't really give a shit about them boxing.
You don't want to see him fight?
It's
I
not,
don't either. I'm not paying for none of that.
I'm not paying.
Wow.
$50 to watch Snoop Dogg talking.
But Bell go drop him
So
anyway.
look, the NFC North. my sleeper team, the Detroit Lions.
Yes, sir.
The Detroit Lions are my sleeper team in the division. They might win the division.
Well, I ain't going that far.
At least they can at least battle for second.
What's your criticism on this? Why are you saying?
The reason why I'm talking about it is
I'm big on the Lions too.
playing in the dome. The Vikings also play in the dome. Now Chicago, Soldier Field,
Now, no.
the wind, they call it the Hawk. They're
That's a dome now.
on the Bears Stadium.
Bye-bye, Soldier Field.
Why your advantage?
Why would you do
To help them kick field goals and shit, I guess.
that? What is going on?
Help them lose more, Brandon?
It's the Bears. It's the Bears. Who
So we
cares?
got 3 teams in the division with a dome. The last team is
Green Bay.
Lambeau Field, the frozen time. If you put a dome in Green Bay, they're gonna lose their shit. I've already lose my share with Chicago with a dome.
Yeah.
I've seen many playoff games. As a Washington fan, you remember seeing Doug Williams playing that game? You couldn't see with the fog and everything going on.
That's what makes it a part of that game.
It's the historical
Yeah.
value of it. Wrigley Field with all the vines and everything. That's it. The Boston Red Sox with the green monster. These are things that you remember forever.
Seattle back
You
in.
know what I mean? Like when the Red Sox came back from 3 down and beat the Yankees, right? I'm just saying. These are crazy things. These are crazy things. What could be the worst thing in sports if they change it
Like across the board?
across any sport?
Putting a robot behind home plate.
See, and we talked about that. Y'all think a robot behind home plate in baseball?
Reno Houston.
Are they really talking about that?
What?
Are they really talking about that?
Yes.
They do it in the minor leagues.
You know what they need to do is put something in the football to see if it crosses a fucking pylon or a first down marker.
And not a little index card.
That would be so fucking easy to do, man.
But I think it takes, I think
Takes the magic out of the
it
game.
takes the magic out of it, right? It takes away, like, part of it is being able to yell at blue when they make a bad call. Part of it is that is a game changer. And if you're sitting there, allowing something to dictate whatever to left to right, like there's no room for error, and that takes away from the game. It just becomes such a straight game. Like
Yeah.
you have to.
But do we want the best call to be made?
No, I think that's what changes.
We like human error.
I love human error
And why do we like human error?
because it makes it exciting.
Because you talk about it,
Right.
because it's debatable.
I
It's
like,
things like that. We love controversy.
I like
That
a four,
controversy sells.
I like a 4-seam fastball, 2 feet outside of home being called a strike. I love that in the game every now and then.
Do you?
I think that's just
Even if it's
hilarious.
the Yankees?
I'll take it. I think it's hilarious.
So you like all that crazy
I
stuff?
love crazy.
Like the Astros.
But it's not even that.
Like that?
It's not even that.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's
You
not
like that? Don't rip my jersey off. Oh, don't rip it off. You like that, Astros?
My wife's an Astros fan.
I know she is.
Hold on, but it's not even that. It goes like not even 4 to 5 feet outside the strike zone. What you like is if that pitch is questionable, it is down to that umpire to make that call. And if it's a make or break game, that's your controversy right there.
Yeah, I love it.
The fact that
I get it.
the fact that if you've got to constantly pitch within this strike zone, it takes away from you as a pitcher. It takes away from you as a batter because you know exactly where it is and where it has to.
But isn't that we like that, or we like the fact that we
Yeah.
like to argue?
Yeah.
That's the reason why my team lost because of the bad call.
Yeah,
We like the fact that we can always fall back on the reason why our team lost.
absolutely.
Like,
We like the human error.
And
Right.
Like, look at the basketball players, like, if you'd have called that foul, we'd have won.
and
Who- What team was it, yo? What team was it? The Saints that should have won the Super Bowl against when the Rams
Against
did?
the Rams.
Oh.
The pass interference was blatant as shit. They never even.
So every Saints.
Why can't you
fan-
replay that? Why can't they do a replay on it?
Right, every Saints fan, like.
But I think replays have ruined all sports. Replays have ruined, yes, because you're not sticking, you're taking away from the magic of the game. You slow the game down, and now you're questioning the call. I think the call sticks, the call stays, and that's what it is. You play it.
And also, it would fix who they really want to win the game, too.
Say it again.
It would also fix the teams they want to win, who they put in there. Give these calls.
Dude, you heard what he just said?
I couldn't hear what he
He said it was also.
Because they call these calls based on who they supposed to have in there.
It stops it, great, I get what you're saying.
Unless that person's getting bought off, like McConaughey or whatever that basketball referee was.
Yeah.
I just think it takes away from like a pitcher that has the ability to move the ball left to right. Like you may not be within feet of the strike zone, but if you're moving that ball just inches outside the strike zone and it's called a ball, to me, that's still a good pitch. It's a clean pitch.
You know what I think about it, Derrick?
Yes.
I agree with you. You know what I reference it to?
What?
Home field advantage in a game.
Yeah.
The referees, the human element, the crowd cheering, right? And you're like, yeah, it's a foul. And the crowd goes crazy. You know, the human element of the whole thing.
And I think we see it more in basketball. You and I talked about this about basketball. That is the biggest human element to any game, not football, not baseball, basketball. The crowd, I think, has a tendency to sway the referee.
And that's
when the
home
player,
field.
and when the players in the refs here and he's bitching about the call, it makes him call against that player because he doesn't want to hear it. If you take it down to just straight science on a computer, like you're taking away all of that down and you're just making the game dry. You're making it dry.
We're gonna allow cheating and everything, and we don't know, we don't even know all the rules and everything. Why don't we just allow steroids in?
Petey, hold on, don't get me started.
No.
6 days a long ball, bat flip.
I watch sports for entertainment.
Yeah.
I could care less what they do with their lives. They're rich and famous and everything else. I love wrestling.
I
I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all see starting Monday?
TV 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's back to TV 14.
We're allowed 2 cuss words.
We get the Attitude Era is coming back.
And maybe some
We
booze.
watch the live section with injury. Come on. Puppies.
They just need talent now. They ain't got no talent.
Yo, I can't wait. I can't wait. Shammond. You alive, Shammond?
Come on, Dad.
I've been alive, man. I've been listening to y'all.
Shammond,
What's up?
are you ready for fantasy football this year?
More than ready.
You're in the Raw Sports Talk League, right? So here's my question. I know Tommy's not here, but we talked about the keeper thing, and I wanted to talk to y'all about that because I kind of like what we were talking about. I don't know when we get started, but the keeper thing, we would have to just do a no keeper one season and then say whenever you got somebody, whatever round. Do y'all like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
So when do you want to
the
start
burn
that?
thing.
Well, I mean, I guess
We
you can't
can't do
start
it
it.
next year because we're already thinking about our
Right,
keepers.
right,
But if
right.
we say the year
Right.
after that, maybe we can. We all have to get in agreement with that.
Yeah.
What about realignment? I know in the ESPN league, every couple of years, we would pick teams and change the lineup and change the divisions.
We've had the same division for a few years.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't changed the division. Should we
Yeah,
change it this year?
probably so. I'm sick of beating the shit out of Keith and
So look, this is what we're gonna do on one of the shows. We're gonna do a live joint with all the teams in a bucket, and we're gonna divide the teams and like that in front of everybody and change the divisions this year.
all right.
Everybody cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
All right, we're gonna try to do that. All right, so look, I'm gonna give another shout out to Tommy. Have y'all seen Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah, apparently he's jacked, right?
Yo, he looks amazing. Can Ezekiel Elliott lead Dallas? Because they don't have a lot of wide receivers at all. Can he lead Dallas to
I'm still not keeping him.
deep in the playoffs, Smoke?
I mean, if he returns to the way he was pushing that year,
His rookie year, sophomore year?
you know, and then if Dak stays healthy, CeeDee Lamb's catching balls, running better routes. I think Dallas could go second round playoffs. I really do.
Are they winning the division?
Do you have to win that division to get in the playoffs though?
Not
No.
necessarily because it's competitive, not like y'all's division, only one team. All right, go ahead.
I mean,
That's a tough division
I
to
think,
call.
I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles win that division.
You got the Eagles winning
Yes,
because of what?
AJ Brown, maybe.
AJ Brown can catch 5-yard passes.
AJ Brown is a deep wide receiver.
He is good, but,
Yeah.
but Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball past 15 yards.
I still think the Eagles. I like the Eagles win that division.
I can see that.
I like the Eagles win that division.
Brandon, what do you think, Brandon? Can
I mean,
we lead Dallas? Because we both picked Washington to win the division.
Yeah, I mean, They can. I mean, I think Dak's gonna be a good year, but I think Pollard's still the better running back. But I mean, I think Zeke's just. I always thought he was overrated.
And we're gonna talk about that. Shammond, what do you think? I don't know what he's doing.
He got it on mute.
He look like one of them little African kids. Hey, Shammond.
What a line runner.
Shammond,
Yo,
can Zeke push Dallas far in the playoff?
No.
Dallas, I don't even got
Look,
them making a wild card spot.
Huh? What?
Why is Dallas irrelevant in the NFL talk? They're not making
Because
a
they are, because everybody loves them. Because every gay man and women love Dallas.
Most popular team.
That's all they talk about in South. I don't know why.
Listen. When's the last time the Cowboys been to the playoffs?
Last
You
year.
think they'll miss the playoffs?
And who did they lose to?
Man, I don't know.
He's just stroking his own.
Yeah, you go to the FTV show. The FTV show.
Mike McCarthy or
Right
whatever.
now. So who's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL right now?
Quarterback?
Yes, Shammond. Yes,
Dak.
quarterback.
It is definitely not Dak.
Is that?
Dak.
Dak is not a bad quarterback.
It's
He's
Aaron
not.
Rodgers.
Before we get 112,
What?
Randy, what did you say?
I think I just heard blasphemous someone said Aaron Rodgers.
That's wrong.
Oh my god.
He is overrated quarterback in the NFL. He is a choke artist.
He's playing with.
He's a choke artist in all this. He is a choke artist in the divisional rounds. How many years in a row has he gone to the division?
He's won a Super Bowl.
It's just 4 years in a row. I didn't even miss last year.
I agree. Now he's
Overrated. MVP my ass. He's leaned on Devontae Adams his entire career almost.
So I think we're going to win the division this year.
No,
Who's going to win? Minnesota? Detroit football.
it's not gonna be Green Bay.
So you're
Christmas.
I'll get it.
Yeah, give me the camera.
So you guys are telling me, I'm telling you.
Out of Jared Goff, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, and Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated.
No way.
No, those are the three.
Not overrated, those are the 4 quarterbacks in that division. Who's the best quarterback in that division?
He's the best quarterback in the football, in the league, in the world.
Yeah, but I still think he's the most overrated. Those other three perform right at their level. Everyone's like, but then Rodgers, God. Yeah, he'll get you in that divisional round and then lose. Overrated.
Well, what pieces on the chessboard? He's been playing with donkeys his entire career.
No bullshit. Devontae Adams, okay, one goes D-Hop and Devontae for 1 and 2 best wide receivers in the league in the last 10 years. He's had Devontae Adams.
What if he had
An outstanding defense.
But let's see what Devontae does this year.
Their defense has been great. Maybe not in the back half of his career. Come on.
Patrick Mahomes is more overrated than Aaron Rodgers. Mahomes is more overrated than Rodgers.
That's true. That is true.
This is a legit answer. So for some reason, people are blowing Jalen Hurts right now. I think
I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts
is
is
the
the overrated quarterback right now.
I'll take that. He's trash.
We'll see.
I'm like,
They got AJ Brown, but they rely on the fucking run game.
He'll play 8 games.
As long as if Miles Sanders stays healthy, the Eagles will be.
He'll play 6
Miles
games.
Sanders is garbage.
When
He's garbage. That's why I'm trying to get Frank Hunt. Dak Prescott is the most overrated quarterback. He went to a system that was built for Tony Romo. His rookie-
Deshaun Watson's
It was
probably the most
6-1
overrated.
He blew it. And then he hasn't done nothing else.
I gotta disagree with that.
I'm talking defense. Dallas is. Their
I'm talking
defense
about overrated quarterback.
I think Dak's overrated because their offense was #1 for over half the year.
Last year in what?
Yards a game.
That's a lie.
Is it?
Yes.
Is Lamar Jackson the most overrated quarterback? Lamar
Who's the
Jackson.
most underappreciated? Oh shit, yes, we gotta hurry up.
Under?
Underappreciated
David
quarterback.
Mills.
Why don't we just?
David
Shammond?
Mills. Davis Mills Texans is most.
Ooh, I like that. Davis Mills.
Oh my
God.
Davis Mills most
Underappreciated.
y'all agree with that?
Bro,
Matthew
he did what
Stafford.
this
Matthew
year?
Stafford.
As a rookie,
Who?
he did
Stafford.
good.
He's underappreciated?
He's
Hold on,
better
wait,
Yeah.
than
wait,
Jimmy
wait, jump back. Dallas Cowboys
Garoppolo.
had the most yards of total offense by a team in 2021 and
And
sixth
passing?
out with just most yards under an offensive
I'm
team.
talking about Dak Prescott.
You want to look up passing?
Anyway, we got time for that. The most underappreciated quarterback is the guy that lost in the Super Bowl, Joe freaking Burrow, with a bum offensive line.
He's right.
With a bum
We knew.
offensive line.
Listen, we
And he
knew.
went to the Super Bowl with the Cincinnati Bengals, with not win a playoff game.
Oh, you gotta know a lot.
They won it with
Nobody
Andy
talking
Dalton.
about
They
you.
won the playoff game with Andy Dalton. I don't want to hear that. Davis Mills.
I don't want to hear that anymore. No more Davis Mills. So anyway, we're going to just jump right to it. UFC lightweight division.
We have.
You gotta go back.
Islam Makhachev, Justin Gage.
You gotta talk about this. Talk.
Uh,
Oliveira is the champion.
Oliveira is not the champion.
He is the champion.
There is a no champion, I ain't think, but go ahead.
No, he missed weight. He got his belt taken off for good reason. You make weight if you don't, you're a bum.
As a champion, you are a bum.
The number two
If you don't
person,
make weight as
Hold
a
on.
champion, you're a bum.
the number two ranked player or
Fighter.
fighter, and the number three fighter, he made both of them submit.
He didn't
And
make
one of them he
weight.
beat twice.
He didn't make weight. He's a bum.
Okay, he didn't make
You're a
weight
bum.
by less than a pound or some crap. I don't care.
You're paying.
He can be
You're
a
paying
bum,
to
he
make
can be a
weight.
white beater,
That's
he can do
dumb.
drugs, I don't care what he's
That's a
doing.
dumb. That's a
Hey,
dumb.
that young dude in the preliminaries might be a problem though.
What is it, Brandon?
The young dude in that weight class, I think, tall black dude, Jalen Turner, he might end up being a problem. I saw him on the
You
preliminaries.
think he's gonna be good? What's he eating in the top 20?
He the tallest one ever. He tallest lightweight ever. But
You like him?
I don't know who he's talking
He
about.
don't know
he-
black dudes.
he was on
All
the
right, go ahead,
free-
Shammond.
I was about to tell y'all have a good show. I don't know what y'all talking about. Hey, Rellism Sports Talk all day.
Love you,
Love
Mon.
ya.
Hey, Shammond has his own channel on YouTube. Check it out. Mondo the Great or something, right? I don't know.
Yes,
Sean
sir.
O'Malley, a lightweight.
I love y'all.
No,
Nah.
no.
That's my dude. I
James
fuck
is
with him.
overrated.
No, Michael.
He's
Chandler is
overrated.
overrated.
I'm telling you,
Michael
it's the
Chandler.
Darish dude. This Darish dude's the one. I want to see him fight. Somebody big.
He'll get his time.
He should have already beat the dude that's getting the fight, the championship fight.
Well, let's just talk about this theory real quick.
Go
That's
ahead.
my boy Kobe up
Conor
too.
McGregor is probably done with lightweight.
He's
I
trash.
want to see him come in weighing 177 pounds and beat the fuck out of that division. Take a softball.
He ain't beat nobody up.
Welterweight.
Did I say we're gonna talk about the lightweight division?
Yeah, but I just.
So why are you talking about another division when we under 7
Potter can't clean out the lightweight division. He ain't gonna move up and beat nobody up there.
He's done.
Yeah, he's weak.
This
He's
dude,
pumping.
Raphael, Fizzy, whatever that beat.
Fizzy.
He almost lost.
Rafael Fizzy was losing.
He was gonna lose.
In those rounds. Out of
He
the
was
five.
gonna lose to make him tap out.
Yeah, and then he came in with the finish. Rafael dos Santos is the gatekeeper of that division.
Like you said, that's a gateway match and he would have won.
And then I had in my notes a long time ago, Rafael dos Santos was on a title run. He was like 4-0 in his comeback, and then just got his ass tapped out by an up and comer who jumped in 3 spots now in the ring.
So the up and comer comes out right here.
Yeah.
What did he do that none of the other champions ever did?
We call it Rafael Fizzy. Just
He
consistent.
made him tap out.
No, Rafael dos Santos.
Who's the guy that retired? That was the best in his division.
Oh, Khabib.
Khabib
Yep.
never made him tap.
Man, nobody fucking with that dude.
Never made him tap.
Yeah.
This dude did.
I don't know, what does that say though? Is he
I
ready?
think he's overrated. I think he's
Charles
overrated.
Oliveira has the one thing that none of those other contenders have, that's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
And the guy that's getting the title, well, not a title match. The dude going against Oliveira, what's his name?
Who?
Islam, whatever.
Makhachev, yeah.
He almost lost to freaking. Who did he
Almost,
fight?
hey, keyword there's almost.
But who did he fight? He almost
I-
lost to somebody.
What about the dude that just knocked out those Santos? What is it? What the fuck? Russian or something? What the fuck is his name? He a Russian dude. The other week.
Who won?
He's talking about Fazeev, right?
Yeah, we talking about Fazeev.
Rafael Fazeev.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker's a monster.
Yeah, he's badass. No,
Is he though?
well.
I mean, he looked like it last week.
Los Santos, that does mean something.
But did that happen by accident?
He was getting his ass beat.
He was losing the fight. It was at the very end of the last
He
fight.
was getting his ass beat.
He was gonna lose.
Yeah, on the scorecard. But he didn't leave the scorecard.
But they stopped it, right?
Gonna lose.
That's
I'm
fighting.
saying.
That's
I'm
fighting.
saying.
That's fighting.
I think you're talking about a division that is stacked. You're talking about a division of killers. I think it's anybody's game. I definitely agree with Brian that, Oliveira definitely is a great fighter, but he's a fucking bum. You get paid, you show up, you do what you gotta do.
He's a bum.
If you want to see who your next champion is, it's Islam. That's your next champion.
I thought he will lose. Oliveira will beat the hell out of Islam.
Islam has.
At UFC 281.
Islam, I'll say this, and this will be one of my last comments of this. Islam has what Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, and Michael Chandler didn't have, and that is intelligence in the grappling game. This man was born and raised by Khabib Nurmagomedov.
He trained in Khabib camp. There's no way he does.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Last match,
he is the
And
most
that's
famous
important.
Khabib.
showed me that he's not unstoppable. It shows me that he's not unstoppable.
He is.
Every match he's beating everybody like under a minute.
He's almost a
His
better.
last 2 fights have went the distance.
He's almost a better. He's almost a better grappler than Khabib. He's almost a better grappler than Khabib. He's not a better wrestler, but standing up, that man's gonna throw you to the ground.
281 UFC. We need to be right here
280
in
is not
the
even
room watching this.
We will
So, and I'm gonna do it live. We're gonna have a short tape on Rellism
live watch,
live joint so I can do that.
not 281.
And that's y'all's cup of tea, not mine. I'm drinking Kool-Aid, y'all drinking tea.
It's not even booked.
But I'm telling you, it's right there, yo. Telling you it's right there.
I will say Poirier and Chandler will fight for an interim, and that person will fight.
And even either one of them deserves to be champion.
I think Michael Chandler deserves it.
Michael Chandler's been getting beat up by people.
That man got hawked from Bellator. He was thriving in Bellator. He didn't even need the UFC, and now he's come back. He's one of the most exciting fighters.
But he's been losing time.
What do you mean losing?
He lost.
He just beat another gatekeeper.
And ain't nobody. Old and dudes.
He's been handed a fireball roster to fight.
It is. It is rough. It is rough. It is rough.
It is rough. He didn't get no free. He didn't get no
You're
like
right. And I'll do that.
softball fight.
He's one of those guys. man.
Hey, take Chandler your first fight. You want to take fucking Dustin Poirier for your first fight? Okay, your second fight. You want to take Dustin Gaethje?
But you keep losing.
Yeah, but he's getting thrown these hard.
But you keep losing.
But he's losing in style. I'll say that.
He's beating these guys. We're gonna freaking.
Islam Makhachev is the best.
Now you go make another guy.
It is best matchup.
I
We'll see. He'll put that.
We only got a minute and 30 seconds left. Tell me about the college football. Would you agree with what I said and what I didn't agree? Brandon, you saw that. You agree with what I said or no? You like what I said or no?
Yeah, I like it.
You like having it split like that with D1 and D1
They're gonna have to. I mean,
right? And it's money for everybody.
it's 2 conferences and that's it.
I just think.
Faster, Shammond.
I just think you're forgetting about the other sports involved and
I'm not.
universities as a whole, and you are. You're
I'm not
making
that
back
conference.
that the money doesn't spread equally through college sports like that. Yes, football is king, we all agree with you, and yes, football deserves 2 national championships, but the money for the other sports.
But doesn't football pay for these other sports?
It's not as good as you think, man.
So there's the code.
Well, they're gonna get more money because they have more opportunities to play.
I just think it throws teams like JMU and North Carolina to the side, it's harder. Those teams will have a chance to thrive.
Why?
They just won't.
Can they thrive now?
Because like if you take these mega team, you put them in their upper echelon, there's still a whole nother step of where everybody kind of goes bowl game here, bowl game. there.
Right.
I don't know, man.
It's more money. We'll get back to that one day. Maybe I'll get it with your wife. 'Cause your wife's got something to say about that.
Yeah.
She's in the mix. She's in the mix. Rellism Raw Sports Talk 108 Part 2. Brandon, thank you for being there.
Yes, sir.
Fellas out here, thank y'all.
Live
The
off
Dolphins-
Brandon.
The Patriots will be
our
last
year.
place.
This is our
The
year.
Patriots are the last place.
You wanna lose money? Let me know.
It's not even booked. Don't
And
ignore
watch
this, man.
what I